Well, g'day there, guys. Now, I'm going to just go through and explain how to use Google Drive and how to get it set up on your computer. Now, the very first thing you need to do is open up a web browser. I use Safari, but you'll use whatever you use, like Internet Explorer. And you're going to type in Google, so www.google.com. Now, wait for it to upload, and then you'll type in Google Drive. Google Drive, like so. Press enter, and you're going to click on this one where it says Meet Google Drive. Alright, now just while we wait for it to upload, Google Drive essentially is basically a set of folders where you can access it from anywhere that you can access the internet from. So, in the past where we've gone through and we had to make backups on our hard drives and things like that just in case we lost our work, well, you can actually use Google Drive as a permanent backup. So basically you can just put all your work onto Google Drive, and as long as you've got the internet, you'll be able to access it from anywhere in the world, and you don't have to carry around USBs anymore. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to sign into the account that I've used. So I'll just do this one, and you're just going to type in your password. If you haven't set it up, it's as easy as setting up an actual email address, so it's really straightforward. It's really quick and easy, so you just got to go through that process where you create an account, etc. And then once you've done that, you're going to get into this very first initial page. Now, if we have a look here, it doesn't have too much going on inside it. But if you come over to the Shared With Me folder, if you've given me your email address, then you'll see that I've actually shared the folder with you. Now, this one here says My Child Maths, but for yours, it will be your child, your son or daughter, if you're a parent, or it'll be your actual name if you're a student. And you can see that there. Now we'll just go through and have a look, because I've shared this folder. Every single folder and every single element within this folder actually gets shared, and you can actually see it from this. So this is like the very base folder, and everything inside it you can actually see. So we'll go here, and everything inside of this one you can actually see, like I said before. So you've got common assessment tasks, journal entries, explain everything presentations, and homework. And so, of course, within homework then, you've got term 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what the kids need to do is go through and actually upload any pieces of homework that they've done by taking a photo once it's been corrected. But what we'll do now is we'll just go back to the My Child account, the My Child folder, which is the very original one. Actually, we'll go Share With Me so that way you can see it. So this here, like I said, is the very base folder, and then there's a whole lot of subfolders inside that. Now, because it's in the Share With Me, what we want to do is we want to move it into your actual drive, because at the moment, this is like in a sort of side folder at the moment. We want to put it into your own folder. So to do that, you click on this here, and you're going to go over to More, and you're going to go Move To. You then click on My Drive, and then you go Move. Now, you can't actually see that this has changed at all because it's still in the Share With Me folder, but now if we go to My Drive where there was nothing before, you can see here, I'll just click on My Drive again, it just takes a little bit to load. There we go. You can see that My Child, or your kid's name, or if you're a student, once again, your own name, has come into this little section here. And that means from now on, whenever you log into Google Drive, up it'll come straight away, and every time I add something to it, or your child adds something to it, then what you'll be able to see is it'll just automatically upload on your actual screen as well, and you can actually see what's going on. So it's basically like a big collaborative folder that people can keep adding things to, and I can keep correcting and providing feedback as well, as you'll see throughout the year. And I'll do little videos in order to give feedback and things like that. So do come through and have a look and see what's going on. And yeah, so basically that there allows you to see everything that's going on. Now, the other thing that I recommend that you do is that you come over to this part where it says Install Drive for your computer, because if you click on that and go through and install it, what will happen is it actually sets up a little folder system on your computer. So this is just like using any other folder that's on your computer desktop. You don't actually have to then go into Google Drive on the internet. You can just use it like a regular folder. So I'll show you what I mean by that. I've already installed it, so I won't go through that process, but you can do that yourself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the Mac equivalent of My Documents, and that's Finder. Now over here, you'll see it says Google Drive, and I've got a different account here, which is my teacher account open, but basically as you can see, these are all just look like regular folders where I can just drag and drop things into them as I like. And that's exactly how Google Drive works on your actual computer. It all links up to the internet nice and easily, and that means that anything that you put into these folders from now on basically will connect to the internet and is up in the cloud for you to grab from any computer that is also connected to the internet. And this also means that I can see it from, once again, any computer that's connected to the internet. So it's a really great way of collaborating all together and sharing all documents. It's a great way for you to see what your students are doing in class, and for me to provide feedback without having to lug a whole bunch of books back home. Alright, so thank you very much for tuning in. If you do have any questions, please just make sure that you just leave a comment in the section below, and I'll be checking this regularly, so I'll be able to give you some help out with some of these things if you do get stuck at all. Alright, thank you very much for tuning in.